Thank you, Dr. Alderondo. I want to now recognize Dr. Joseph Boyer, Director of Florida Hospital Cancer Institute's Thoracic Cancer Program. And he's also a thoracic cardiovascular surgeon, and we're hopefully recruiting him as one of the newest members of the American Lung Association Volunteer Corps. So right now I'd like to bring up Dr. Boyer.
Good morning. If I'd given this, been invited to give a speech or had an opportunity to speak on lung cancer 7 or 8 or 10 years ago, I think it would have been a much different speech. At that time, I think there was a lot of negativity amongst the thoracic surgery, which is the chest surgeon and my colleagues, relating to lung cancer. In short, lung cancer was viewed as a cancer that had very poor outcomes, was really not much new in lung cancer, and it was something that was really not looked at favorably. There's a lot happened in the last 7 or 8 years, and that's very good. It's all very favorable for patients. In the last several years, most surgeons that were fortunate to practice in a town which has 2 excellent healthcare systems, Florida Hospital and Orlando Regional, both are leaders in the field, and surgeons at both places have pioneered and are developing alternative approaches to treating these lung cancers. In the past, big operations were required, which involved making large incisions on the chest and taking out pieces of ribs, or what patients would call cracking ribs. And in many cases, unfortunately, that's still necessary. But in an increasing number of patients are able to be treated now through a much less invasive approach all over town. And what that involves is either using robotic surgery, or similar to what general surgeons have used for 20 years, what's called laparoscopic surgery, using video camera techniques. We can take out lung cancer from the chest with incisions that are very often 6 or 7 centimeters in length, with a couple other smaller incisions. So that is very promising. It results in quicker recovery for patients. They can then go on in many cases and get additional treatment earlier, or even get the treatment that they would need, whether it's radiation or chemo afterwards, whereas in other cases they never got to that stage. And secondly, in the area of additional treatment, the breast cancers, whereas in other cases they never got to that stage. And secondly, in the area of additional treatment, the breast cancer world for many years had discovered that additional neoadjuvant treatment, what we call preoperative treatment for cancers, or postoperative adjuvant treatment for certain types of lung cancers or breast cancers was beneficial. And in the lung cancer world, in selected groups of patients, it's now being demonstrated increasingly that while the gradients are not large, that there is significant improvement by giving in selected patients additional chemotherapy and radiation after surgery. So a lot more cause for optimism. I think we're seeing the fruits of some of the labors of the screening community in the pulmonology section and internal medicine. We're getting some patients, it seems, earlier. And we have a lot of technology now, whether it's in the OR or out of the OR, that is enabling us to effectively treat patients more expeditiously and get them on to their lives and live more fruitful lives. I'd like to thank the Lung Cancer Group for inviting me here to speak today, and I'll be available afterwards for any questions if there are any. Thank you.
This about wraps it up for our event this morning. I just want to say once again that we really are trying to get into this fight full on, and we appreciate everyone's support in helping us to launch this effort today on the first day of Lung Cancer Awareness Month. We have a couple people I want to recognize, but I want to also just leave you with this thought, that lung cancer is a terribly fatal disease. It's a major epidemic in the United States and globally. Lung cancer kills more people in the United States than breast cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, and colon cancers combined. And this year alone, over 160,000 people in the United States will die from lung cancer. And it's something that we need to get in the middle of. We need to fight this fight, and we appreciate everyone being out here this morning to help us do that. This video today and our press conference is being taped. We are going to be posting this on YouTube this afternoon and emailing it out to the 719,000 members of the American Lung Association of Florida. We're going to be getting this word out as often and as aggressively as we can, and we just appreciate your being involved in this process. We want to encourage everyone to join us on November 10th. I want to thank the Honorable Bob Wesley, Public Defender for the Ninth Judicial Circuit for Orange County and Osceola County. I want to thank the Honorable Lawson Lamar and Lydia Gardner for lending their name to this effort. And I want to really thank the Honorable Martha Haney, Orange County Comptroller, for joining us this morning and being a part of this event. I want to thank our speakers, Dr. Alderondo, Dr. Boyer. I also want to especially thank Dr. Alan Johnston, who's the incoming president of the American Lung Association of Florida State Board, who's staying over here with us, and he's going to be available for questions if anyone would like to speak with him as well. And he's also an expert in this particular issue and is a thoracic surgeon at the MD Anderson Cancer Center. We have a number of major partners. And lastly, we couldn't thank our other partners, our corporate partners enough, Lifestyles Fitness and Fleet Feet, who are out here this morning in force. We have some volunteers that are going to be on the Stairmaster machine all day long just to raise awareness in any way we can. I'm going to be on the machine a little bit later this afternoon. A couple of volunteers are going to be taking half-hour shifts. If anybody would like to stick with us and get a few minutes on the Stairmaster today, we encourage you to do so. We're going to be right back here on November the 1st of 2008, doing the same thing. Next year, we're going to have 1,000 people at this press conference. The year after that, we're going to have 10,000. And the year after that, we're going to have 100,000 people. We're going to keep doing this until we get the word out in an effective way that helps really fight this disease in the way that we feel like it should. And please join us again 10 days from today, just across the street, for the inaugural Climbing Heights for Lung Cancer Stair Climb, where we go up 516 steps to the 25th floor of the second tallest building in Central Florida. We're having a lot of fun that day, and we hope that you will come back and join us. Thank you so much, and visit us at climbingforlungcancer.com. And if you have any questions, we hope you'll stay afterwards and speak with us. Thank you very much.